you're the owner of a dog training business and you'd like to be earning more money and getting more customers, there's something you really need to be aware of. And I can almost guarantee that currently you're not maximising the opportunity that is already in front of you. In a moment, I'm going to teach you exactly where that opportunity is and how to make the most of it to increase your sales without really having to do any more work and certainly without having to do any marketing. In a perfect world, somebody makes an inquiry into your dog training business, you call them, you have a nice chat, you move them forwards to an evaluation or a consultation, and then they become one of your customers. But what most dog trainers don't realise is that the real opportunity is in the people who make the initial inquiry and then you can't get hold of, the people who you speak to who don't move forwards to the evaluation, and in the people who come to the evaluation but then don't purchase. And the reason that it's so important to be aware of these people who don't take those next steps with you is because 90% of sales are made after the 7th contact. This isn't going to be another standard lecture on following up with your customers. What I want you to understand is why it's so important to do so. When a dog owner doesn't take the next step with your business, they have one of two choices. They either do nothing or they go elsewhere. If they do nothing, the very problem that they first made contact with you about still remains and is likely going to be getting worse over time. If they go elsewhere, one of two things can happen. They can either get the result that they were looking for, or they can still have the problem because that trainer didn't give them the result that they were after. And what that means for you and your dog training business is that you've got a huge number of people here who still have the problem and they're already frustrated because they've been elsewhere and didn't get what they were looking for. And you've got an even bigger amount of people who went away from your business and didn't do anything because they either decided things were going to get better on their own, they wanted to carry on trying what they were already trying, or life just got in their way. And so if you ever hear me talking about how important it is to follow up with your customers, it's not just because I'm trying to tell you what to do. It's because I know there are many more people in these two circles than there are who you're actually already turning into customers. And by just staying in contact with these people over the following months after they made their inquiry, you will get 90% more sales than you're already getting. These people, when you follow up with them, will realise that you are genuinely interested in helping them and their dog get the results that they're looking for. There are different ways that you should approach this follow-up, which is going to be one for another video. So if you're watching this and a little light bulb's just gone off and you'd like to learn more, drop me a comment down below or send me a message.